Could the pain reliever you trust most be the one most likely to send you to the emergency room for acute liver failure?
Welcome to Dr. Mercola's Cellular Wisdom. Stay informed with quick, easy-to-listen summaries of our latest articles, perfect for when you're on the go. No reading required. Subscribe for free at mercola.com for the latest health insights.
Hello, and welcome to Dr. Mercola's Cellular Wisdom. I'm Ethan Foster, and today we're examining why acetaminophen, quietly sitting in your medicine cabinet and hidden in many cold, flu, and sleep remedies, carries risks that many people underestimate. You'll hear what the research shows about liver injury, memory loss, dementia, heart and kidney strain, and what practical steps you can take to protect yourself.
I'm Alara Sky, and we're going to keep this direct and actionable. You'll learn how quickly the liver can show stress at normal doses, why pairing acetaminophen with diphenhydramine and Tylenol PM adds cognitive risks, what long-term use means for older adults, and which evidence-based options you can consider instead.
Acetaminophen is the leading cause of acute liver failure in developed countries, yet it's treated as routine relief for headaches, arthritis, and minor aches. The catch is dose stacking. Because acetaminophen appears in so many over-the-counter combinations, you can exceed the daily limit without realizing it, especially during cold or flu season. For older adults who take it habitually, the exposure is even higher.
A pivotal resource, LiverTalks, classifies acetaminophen as a well-established cause of liver injury. Healthy adults taking 4 grams daily, still considered a high therapeutic dose, developed spikes in liver enzymes within a week. Those enzymes are objective markers of liver stress. This isn't limited to people with prior disease. It happens in otherwise healthy users when dosing approaches the upper limit.
In one clinical trial cited by LiverTalks, signs of harm were widespread. 76% of participants on high therapeutic doses had enzyme elevations above normal. 39% exceeded 3 times the upper limit, and 25% went above 5 times. That degree of elevation in only days sends a clear signal. Your liver is working beyond capacity even when you think you're staying within guidelines.
Toxicity also follows a predictable timeline. Between 24 and 72 hours after an overdose or miscalculated stacking of products, enzymes can shoot beyond 2,000 units per liter. By 48 to 96 hours, jaundice, confusion, and even acute liver failure may appear. The mechanism is straightforward. Acetaminophen generates a toxic metabolite your body normally neutralizes with glutathione. Once glutathione runs low, from poor diet, alcohol, illness, or repeated dosing, the toxic byproduct binds to proteins inside liver cells and triggers cell death.
Tylenol PM raises additional concerns because it combines acetaminophen with diphenhydramine. Many people view it as harmless, nighttime relief, but that pairing is a double hit. Exceeding 4,000 milligrams of acetaminophen in a day, 8 Tylenol PM pills, overwhelms the liver's defenses. And that risk climbs when you're also taking other acetaminophen-containing products.
Diphenhydramine brings cognitive risks of its own. It blocks acetylcholine, a neurotransmitter you rely on for memory and learning. Regular use has been associated with memory loss and higher dementia risk. A study referenced in recent reporting linked the equivalent of daily anticholinergic use over 3 years with a 54% increase in dementia compared with shorter exposure. That's a significant signal for anyone using sleep aids chronically.
There's also an effect on how you judge risk. In a controlled study, 1,000 milligrams of acetaminophen led participants to rate risky activities, like bungee jumping, as less dangerous than people given a placebo. Researchers concluded acetaminophen can blunt emotional responses and lower risk perception. If you're using it regularly, that subtle shift may influence decisions you make throughout the day.
Older adults face the broadest set of long-term harms. Research in people 65 and older linked sustained acetaminophen use to increased gastrointestinal bleeding and ulcers, higher risks of heart failure and high blood pressure, and a greater likelihood of chronic kidney disease. For many, acetaminophen was positioned as a safer alternative to NSAIDs, yet the real-world data showed a burden of complications that mirrors the very risks people hope to avoid.
The mechanism helps explain why multiple organs are affected. Acetaminophen disrupts protective systems that maintain blood flow to your kidneys, help regulate blood pressure, and shield your stomach lining. When prostaglandins drop too low, the stomach, heart, and kidneys lose their normal buffering. Over time, the compounding strain aligns with the complications seen in long-term users.
So what can you do? First, avoid acetaminophen whenever possible. For mild headaches, post-exercise soreness, or day-to-day stiffness, treat it as a last resort, not a first choice. Even routine therapeutic doses can add up and stress your liver when you stack products or dose over several days.
Second, explore natural relief. Curcumin can help with joint pain, and magnesium supports muscle relaxation and cramps. If sleep is the issue, choose calming herbal teas and tighten up your sleep hygiene instead of reaching for diphenhydramine. These options support comfort without the liver and cognitive trade-offs tied to acetaminophen combinations.
Third, strengthen your glutathione system through food. Garlic, onions, and broccoli provide sulfur compounds that help you generate glutathione, the antioxidant your liver uses to neutralize acetaminophen's toxic metabolite. If aches are frequent, building meals around these foods supports your defenses while you address underlying drivers like inflammation or oxidative stress.
Fourth, understand n-acetylcysteine. NAC is the hospital standard for acetaminophen overdose because it rapidly replenishes glutathione. If you ever exceed safe dosing or unintentionally stack multiple acetaminophen products, NAC can be life-saving. It is not a shield for casual ongoing use. It's an emergency antidote that prevents catastrophic liver failure when time matters.
Fifth, adopt daily practices that reduce your need for painkillers. Walking, stretching, stress management, and solid sleep routines cut reliance on pills. If you're older and living with arthritis or persistent pain, gentle movement like yoga or tai chi lowers inflammation and improves comfort so you're not defaulting to acetaminophen night after night.
Put this together and you have a clear path. Recognize where acetaminophen hides, respect the narrow margin between therapeutic and too much, prioritize non-drug strategies for routine discomfort, and reserve acetaminophen for situations where the benefit clearly outweighs the risk.
Your challenge today is simple and specific. Audit your medicine cabinet and read the labels on every cold, flu, and sleep product you own. List where acetaminophen appears, remove duplicate products, and set a plan to shift toward alternatives like curcumin, magnesium, and sleep-supporting habits. If you rely on Tylenol PM, replace it with non-anticholinergic sleep routines, and keep NAC knowledge on hand for true emergencies.
Thank you for watching Dr. Mercola's Cellular Wisdom. We'll see you on the next episode.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe now and click the notification bell so you never miss an update. See you in the next video.